so much. Good morning, everyone. It's a great honor for me to be here this morning to share and speak on the topic of sustainability in business expansion. First and foremost, I want to appreciate the convener of this event because I could see that our dream in life is just to impact life positively. It's not the profit she wants to make or the names she wants to make that make her to organize this type of event. And for her to have been doing this, at least we have the same vision, and I want to commend her that I'm so proud of her. Well done. So, firstly, everybody is into business to make profit. And the first speaker have already spoken so much about this thing that can even make an expansion in business. But one thing is to expand, another thing to sustain it, sustainability, to have a long-time business that even generation to come will be able to follow the path. I'm going to be practical because you are here to hear, as in to know the real, what it means to be successful in business, and at the same time, how you can expand, how you can grow. And I'm going to use my own life as a case study. Firstly, I believe that if you want to go into business, you must have a vision. So you must understand this vision and the mission why you are in business. Don't go into business because some people are doing it or because of competition. He has already said that you should have a mindset that, okay, I'm going to business to make a difference. For you to make a difference, there are so many steps you have to take. Firstly, when I was growing up, I believed that I'm going to be a career person. So I was not so brilliant. In fact, I was supposed to have first class, but as I got married in school, so a lot happened. Yeah. So my GPA has to drop. So from there, all my lecturers, everybody were like, all complaining because, and one thing, the mistakes we make in life is that when people are saying things that, I want to want the oil company, buy anything, don't make it in life. I don't even know what geology is. But for the main fact that, oil company. So that's why you have to have a mission, and you have to have a vision before you dabble into anything. I read geology, but to the glory of God, I thought I would be in an oil company today, not knowing that it's a different thing because, man proposes. Yeah. Thank you. So after it just started like after school NYC. So during the NYC, we have to go to 2 weeks then? 2 weeks orientation camp. So I was on my bed that day, and I believe everyone here, you are already. Is everybody already an established business owner? I believe that there are some people that are still starting up that don't even know how to get started. Because you can think, before you can think of expansion, you have to start from somewhere. So on that fateful day, I was on the bed and a lady just came in and walking on this. So from there, that thing just come to me that, in Akure, if you want to buy on this, you have to go to a job bar, and there's no corporate place where you can buy all these things. That there should be a corporate place. So that thing just told me that immediately when I leave this camp, I'm going to try selling on this. I've never been to Lagos. Can you imagine a graduate that I've never been to Lagos in their own life? After service, I don't even know where they're selling all these things. But you have to take a step of faith and ask questions. Ask questions. If you want to go into any business or anything in life, ask people that are already into that kind of business. So since I don't know anybody, I have to go to the King's Market or Joba, and where all Dios Igbo selling on this, I walk up to them that, please, where do you normally buy this thing in bulk that I wish to be buying? That I know it's Lagos, but just tell me where I can get those things. And like I asked like 4 people, 3 people said the same thing. Only 1 person says the Joshua. Other people are saying Idumota. Okay, no problem. That's how, you know, you have to be as, I don't even know what has even came over me, but I've already know that I want to be successful. I was already, although I have the mind of doing a white collar job, but maybe it's because of my background. Because when I was very young, I used to hawk for my grandmother. So maybe that was the seal that I got that made me to be thinking of business. I told my husband that I want to be selling on this. It was like, "She your journey. I will be, your parents will now think maybe I can't take care of you." And I said, okay, if you are not ready to sponsor me or give me money, don't worry. My first alawi, then we were being paid 19,000 or thereabout, you know. And I got some money. I got savings of 30,000, and that's why I went to Lagos. I asked people. I've already told you that always ask questions. In Yoruba they say "Abere ono kokishino." So I got there. I got my own this, and I already have my place of primary assignment. I'll put it inside my car. You know, I'll be okay. All my organs, relationship, make good relationship with others, with people. You can, if you want to go far in life, you have to have a good relationship and a good character, so that at least there's nothing you will want to do that people will not stand up for you. So I started standing. That has gone. During the NYC, you know, I make money. I was selling even to my colleagues and everyone. After NYC, I started looking for a job. No job for like a year. I was indoor. I will always wait for my husband to give me money. My siblings will come and greet me. Come on, 20 naira. I cannot even bring it out to give. All the money I make during my NYC, you know, everything gone. And the government really changed for my husband. That was when there's no contract, much contract from the government again. So things were so rough that there's nothing. So that fateful day, and I said, is it how I'm going to live my life? Every day I would just be crying. So one day I just rose up that, God, I want you to come and make a way for me. I'm going to so person. Please, before getting there, prepare. I should get me white collar job. I got to that man, Daddy, I need job. It was like, there's no job. Okay, do you have anything you think you can be doing? Business, or how much do you need? If I was able to even say 500,000 that day, he would have given me. But I just said 100,000 is okay. And I remember that he gave me 200,000. That this 200,000 I'm giving you, after 1 year, if you do well, I'm going to multiply it. So I got that money and I started all over again. So as time goes on, you know, expansion. I just want to make my own story so that I have my slide, you will still get all the slide. But this reality, you know, when you are talking about expansion, I started with on this. As I was telling the audience, I now realized that people, most women, when they buy on this once like this in a year, they might not come and buy again. So I was like, this is not enough for me again. Yeah, so you have to watch your environment. Your environment. You have to think about, you have to be a problem solver that what is lacking in this environment. You know, I got married early. And I remember that when I wanted to buy my wedding gown and everything, nobody was into that kind of business in Akure. You have to go to Lagos. And I remember that there's no, as in a big shop that they are selling on the wedding bridal things. So from there, I started. From undies to turkey wears to bridal wears. You can see how I'm moving. And as time goes on, I started, you know, selling wedding gown that in this country, in this town, in Odo State, when you talk about bridal shop, one thing that will always come to your mind is Psquare. One thing you have to put into that business, that always go for the best. Best as in, you don't know who is watching. Whatever you find your hands doing, do it well. Everybody might be doing the same kind of business, similar concept and everything, but what that will really differentiate you from others, he has already said it, that innovation. You have to think about how you will be, your product will be different from every other product. You know, I started with bridal wears. Then later, I now discovered that men also, that if there should be a one-stop shop for everything you need for your wedding. From there, I started selling suits, shoes, everything. So it now happened. That what really led me to event planning. No, event planning, decoration. You know, I have my daughter, my second daughter then was 5 years old. And I felt like celebrating that birthday. So from there, I just organized a small party. And you know, that's why I said that whatever you know doing, I don't even know anything about decoration. I don't know yet. I know that people do reception for wedding, party, and all that, but it didn't cross my mind that I can go into that kind of business. So on that fateful day, I planned my daughter's 5th birthday. In fact, I have to go and do it in an open place. A guy was there watching how I was just doing my own. No, I didn't even know that somebody is there looking at what I was doing. After the event, the young man just came to me that, Auntie, I love the way you planned this, your daughter's birthday. That's why you're not into event planning. Why are you not doing decoration? I said, I beg, I don't have interest. I don't even know anything about this thing. It was just disturbing me that I should be doing this. I said, leave me. I have a friend that is doing all this thing. Anybody that comes to me, I will always refer them to her. But she's in Ekiti State. You are in Ondo State. You can do this thing. I didn't even bother to listen. So on that fateful day, he came to my shop again, sat down, and a couple came in for consultation for wedding gown, suit, and all. So from there, he was sitting at one corner. That's why I just heard that. She decoration ko, oúnjẹ ko, gbogbo nǹkan, mo kàn ń wò lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan pé ṣé lè gbádùn ṣá. So do you believe that day, those people were so interested in what he was saying? And from there, they said, okay, can you do it? I was like, what kind of, do you believe that day, we got 500,000 job with the planning of all the events? And that was how it got started. So I was like, when I now go into that, I was now doing different kind of things. I do cocktails, I do small shops, I do all kind of things. So if we're going into a business, try and test, try other things, put it together. But with time, you will know where your strength is. So that's where you now pick up that, okay, I think I like this more. So as time goes on, you know, trainers, people that wants to train, they were coming. And when they come, they will learn different types of events, small shops, cocktails, decoration, and, you know, everything. So from there, when those people were growing, as in when they were about to maybe go, I started dropping some things so that they can pick those things too and grow. So I stopped doing cocktails, small shops, and every other thing I used to do. I now focus on my bridal things and decoration. So you can see how you can see how everything is just taking place. So from there, you know, I'm already into events. And one thing that is really working for me is collaboration. And at the same time, your relationship with people. You know, the words of mouth, it sells more than anything. If you have done a wedding planned wedding for somebody type A, the person is the one that will tell, oh, I love the way they did that thing. Who did it? And that was all. That is the major thing that you should always put your mind to always be at your best. You don't know it's washing. Because when the reward, and don't always have it at the back of your mind that when you are starting a business, you start getting the profit. It doesn't work that way. Just try that time. There are so many sacrifices you will make that it is later that it will now be working for you. Money is not everything. Money is not everything. There are times that people will come to me that I want to do an event, I don't have money. I remember a woman came to me and said she wants to do the birthday for her twins, that she has just 40,000. What does that 40,000 can do? If I was supposed to work out, but that spirit just told me, your inner mind, always listen to it. Go and do that thing. Do you believe that after doing that job, the job brought a job that I used to get a canopy? You know, when you go, any business, each business in life, or any business you are into, they are deep. It is when you get to that kind of business that you know that there is more to it. You know, I started with decoration. Later, renters came up that I now become a canopy renter. And from there to marquee. You know, one thing you always look at is that any challenges that comes your way, always don't see it as a means of giving up. See it as a means that will lift you and elevate you. You know, there are so many, success story is very sweet to say, but there are so many things behind the scene that you can't even believe. If I tell you, you said, so you have gone through a lot. You know, always make sure that any challenges that comes your way, use it as a platform to be better. Because, you know, in the whole Ondo state, Ekiti state, even Oyo state, as Oshun, I don't think anybody has marquee. And to the glory of God, you know, it's people. You can't do it alone. That's why I said if you have relationship with people, my prayer is that God will bring good people your way. That's another thing. Because not everybody are happy with what we're doing. But the good ones will always help and support. So, you know, as time goes on, after people will come for marquee, and whenever you are in the business, the expansion aspect of it is when more order are coming and there's nobody that can solve that situation. Make sure that you key in. You know, you might not have the money, but if you really have a vision and a mission where you are going, please always know that with God, all things are possible. When I wanted to buy that marquee, I don't think I have 5 million in my account. But to the glory of God, when I spoke with 2-3 people, they were like, this is a good thing. We are ready to support you. And, you know, credibility. If you don't have a good credibility, nobody will want to help. But if you borrow money, okay, look at the man I said that gave me 200,000 that day. After 1 year, I went back to him, that daddy, and from there, he gave me another 500,000. So please, always have integrity. Integrity matters in business expansion. If you don't have integrity, if you don't have credibility, nobody will want to hear your story. So always make sure that at any point in time when you are in business, you are doing business with anybody, just try and get the trust of that person so that that person can trust you to give, to go any length with you. And I pray that God will send destiny helper to you. You will not miss your destiny helper. We all need destiny helper. We cannot do, God cannot come from above to come and help you. It is people around you that we help. So key strategies in business. In business expansion, there are strategies. Strategies is just what that will take you to the next level. And another thing is business expansion. You also need to innovate. Innovation. People are doing the same thing. You should have a way where you can do it different from other people that clients, customers will want to prefer to deal with, to do business with you. You cannot do away from innovation. Nobody wants to remain stagnant. Nobody wants to remain in the same spot, on the same spot for life. We all need to move forward. We all need to progress in whatever we're doing. So that's why you need that kind of innovation. Think out of box. Think of what we can do different. Everybody is doing decoration, like my own type of job now. Do it. If it is just the neatness that people will see in that job, let it be. If it is a flora that you will do differently, that the arrangement of this flower is different from other people, please do it well. Then, this phone we are all holding, social media, technology. Technology is the game changer now. Nobody can, if you want to go far, you cannot but do with technology and social media. As social media can make you, and at the same time, it can mar you, it can break you. So you have to make use of this thing very well in such a way that we project you to your next level. A lot of people, when you are in business, it's only from Instagram to TikTok and you cannot even think of how you can make money with this. People are really making money on social media. Some people might be saying that there's nothing, there's no profit, or there's no thing you can get from social media. If your brand, I believe that if you package your brand very well and put it there, there's no way you will not see the right people to patronize you. As you know that, as it can make you be a better person, at the same time it can break you if you don't make use of it in a right way as a business owner. Like I've said, that strategies to sustain a business, to go into expansion, as in to expand your business, of diversification. For you to be better, you don't have to be stagnant. You don't have to be doing the same thing over the years. You have to take a step for some changes. Diversification. Everybody remember during COVID, everybody was indoor, nobody can go out, and we're all indoor, where everybody will look at the phone from morning to night, everything like that. Nobody even thought of how they can make money. Do you believe that it was during COVID I built Psquare Empire? I have an office. While everybody were just shouting that being power, we talk from morning to night, doing nothing. Everybody was indoor. That fateful day, I just woke up that I'm even tired of staying at home. At least one should have multiple stream of income. So from there, I now started thinking that everybody's at home now. Nobody can even go to the market, but people need steam. That's where it came to my mind that, okay, COVID, everybody needs fruit. I started making fruit, packaging fruit, and pap. I discovered that pap, if you want to get pap, all those your people, Gero, at times it's not neat. It's not hygienically made. So I now said that, okay, let me go into pap production. That's how I started. And, from the behind the scene, how I went to the market to buy the ingredients, from washing and everything. I will video it and put it out there that people will see that, this is neat. So by the time you see it, you will want to buy. So that was how I started selling fruit and pap. And do you know that I make a lot of money that people in the US will just come, please, my mother is at home, my father is at home, we have packaged fruit, packaged pap, go and give to them. And there were fateful days like that, a woman just called me that all the kings in those states that should go and supply them pap and fruit. And that was how I started making money. And then I realized that people cannot go out. I now thought of something that, okay, logistic. I bought a rider, bicycle. Is it bicycle? Bike, motorbike. So that was how I was doing. The people we call that they want to go and deliver something, and from there we make lots of money. Even my staff, all of them, there's no scarcity of anything. They were happy. Even doing it with me, everybody was happy because it's really putting food on our table. That's part of it. When we started working, even yesterday, somebody still called me that, that's your ogi. Because, that's pap. I made it in such a way that any flavor you want, if you want strawberry sweetening, if you want chocolate, I put ginger, I put everything that you cannot but buy. So you have to think outside the box of anything you are doing. So from there, during COVID, that was how we built that place. If I tell people there's a success story, this is real. I'm really telling you. In a pub that we make, in a day, we might make 500,000. I'm not lying, no. I still have some video that can prove it for you to see. Because each basket, we sell as much as 100,000. Basket of fruit. The least we said then was like 10,000. And people were just calling. All those people in diaspora, they would just be calling. If anybody wants to do birthday, oh yeah, go on, And that has really helped me a lot. And then everybody is doing the same thing. In your line of business, you should do it differently. When I thought that, okay, everybody is doing decoration, everybody is doing this, what can I do? I started my summit like 7 years ago because I thought that one thing in life is not, the main thing in life is not the money you are making. Money is good, you have to make money. But at the same time, what that will outlive you is the life you impacted positively. As you are doing business, look around you, the needs of people. Everything, I said earlier that everything is not money. Money is good, money is so essential, but at the same time, always think of how you can help people, where people need them. And I noticed one thing in Ondo State, and as you are here today, you are planning for expansion. That's why you are here. If you don't want to go far, you can't be here. Because when they talk about this kind of thing, you just ignore. But for you to be here, I believe that you want to scale up your business. And one thing that has really helped me in life is attending conferences and seminars. I don't have any mentor, I don't have somebody. Most of you are lucky because you can still see some people you can look up to. You might not be close to them, but at least what they are doing, you'll be learning from it. But to me, I have nobody to guide me. But to the glory of God, only God has really helped me. Because I always leave my comfort zone and go out there. Even in Lagos, if you mention Psquare, you say, in Abuja, everywhere. Attending conferences, which you have done today, I believe that you never remain the same. Because there's no way you will not meet somebody new that will affect your life positively. And networking, don't just come alone. Please, network. Meet people and tell them what to do. From there, I believe that the sky is your starting point. There was an advert that
conference. What's that conference? I can't remember. But I saw that advert, and they said that if you would like to attend, take a video of yourself and why you want to attend that I did, and I was excited. So from there, in fact, I now see that, if you sit there or comparison to your means, I saw business in another perspective, because they brought speakers from all over the world, and from there, it changed my orientation. And I look back at it. I have to bring this back to my community. That was how, when I clocked 40, and now look at what can I do? I said, I need 40 participants that can come and learn business. And from there, I did it. The first edition, the second edition, third, the fifth one we've done, they were offering. This one is the sixth edition, and it's bigger than, one thing I also learned from going out. It was one of the conferences I went that I got to know somebody that led me with daily model. Everybody will be like, how come? I was just calling someone, and he was there, and I said, who is that? And I said, how are you? And I told him, now, please, I just want to come and publicize this my program. Just to advertise for me, it's what I have to. He said, what do you do? And I told him that this is what I do. I was like, wow, I'm going to support you, and I'm coming. Everybody knows the word of daily model. But to some people, up to now, if I tell you that we've not got 50 people for that program, you will say, because I believe that what you don't pay for, you don't get value for it. I think the ones that are doing for free, they don't get value because they didn't pay. And we put so much into that program. So I was so, I was interested that how come that today that I felt like giving up. But thank God, that's why you need people. You need good people that will cling to your vision in life. You cannot do it alone. Nobody is an island. You have to mix. Either you like it or not. Whenever you want to grow, you want to scale up, you need good people around you. So that from there, you too can get support. So that's how I got to know him and other people like that. If I don't step out of our bread to go and be attending, you are going to don't be tired of learning. The day you stop learning.
So please, any opportunity you see where they are discussing business, please be there. Then, one thing I noticed about this generation is that they want to get to the top in one day. They don't know there's a process. There's strategies. Because a mansion built on a sand will collapse, either you like it or not. If you start a business on a, not that, okay, you just want profit here, sha, is at the back of your mind. You cannot go far. You cannot. One thing that has really helped me is, with time, people will know your value. Before, decoration people, when I got into that kind of business, I see that they do 20,000, 10,000. But me, you come to me, this is how much I want to do. But there's no way you pay that money that at the end of the day, you will not get value for what you have paid for. Another thing is to be charging high, and for you not to deliver, maybe under deliver, you can never go far. Forget it. But people that know how to do juju, when the time comes, the end result is always it's a disaster. So please, always put your best at whatever you do. If there are times they will pay me like 100,000 for a job, and because I don't know who is coming there, I will do 500 worth of job. So by the time anybody comes that can afford to pay that money, By the time it comes to you that I have millions, if we are now telling him that I want to take 20 million, he has already seen what we have done. So there are times that people, ministers of God, they are blessings. One thing, any minister that come in to come and do any decoration, I make sure that is, the opportunity I have, what is working for me might not work for Mr. B. But at times, there's no how you will work with God that it will not profit you. In a situation whereby you are in a church and they want to do maybe anniversary or anything, please always participate in things of God. There's no how. If you make God the bedrock of your business and of your life, definitely with good character, with good relationship, and with good products, branding. It's not that people in Lagos, it's not that they are better than us. No, but opportunities for long here. And a bit before, decoration was as cheap as they don't believe in us that we can do better. But when you come to a space, always be a game changer. Change it and let people see that, so Koba ile to be by Jadi. So I know that everybody everybody, we're all aspiring high to be great. So one thing that will really make it happen is to put your best at whatever you are doing. So when you are being paid, should be 100,000 also. Don't say that. You don't know who can come to that place and see what you have done and ask her, who did this? That has really worked for me lots of time. And today, I thank God where I am. So patience. For you to start business today and after 1 year you want to be where somebody that has started 20 years ago wants to be. At times it works, it depends. But there's process. There's a process. Growing, there's a process. That's why you have to be patient in whatever you do. Then, build system before scale. Yeah, I've already said that you have to build a system. You have to have a structure. You have to have a structure around your business before you can think of growing or expansion. So when you already have a structure and your team, you really empower your team member. Your team member, they are the bedrock of your business. If you don't treat them well, forget to. I don't think, because a tree can never make a forest. You need people, and these people, you have to treat them well, take care of them. Then you don't take take staff on an emotional basis. That person, you must see that person is competent enough to fit in and to make your dream come true. So always, whenever you want to get people to work for you, always look out for their competency. If I thought you are not in, we cannot be at everywhere at the same time. So that the people, this your team member, if you train them well, as you are investing into yourself, invest into your staff and your team, because they will be your face out there, your brand. You are not only involved. If they don't do well, they will tarnish your image. So you have to be training them time to time when you think of expansion. So by the time that expansion comes, it will be easy for you to say, okay, Taye, go and add Abuja, go and add this place for me, go and handle this thing for me. So you have to make sure that you have a very good structure. So to every business owner here today, whether you are just starting or you are already established, I believe that you will get to your destination if you take all these steps the strategies: honesty, integrity, credibility, then collaboration. You know, if you say that you are the only one that wants to be shining, so you have to collaborate with other people. You cannot do it alone. And by collaboration, I mean that, like the kind, I will use my job as an example. You know, Ondo State government can give you, can say that, okay, go and cater for like 10,000 people. Can you do it alone? You cannot do it alone. You can only achieve this by collaboration. By, you know, when you look around you and you see brands that are doing well, I don't think that there should be a problem to walk up to them and collaborate with them so that you can achieve your goal. But pride at times will not let people come down that no. Pride can never make you great. Pride destroys. So if you want to go far, please make sure that humility, you have to be humble. That's one thing, part of the strategies you need if you want to have expansion in your business. And also, in collaborating, you know, there are some people that you should know the people you should go to. There are some people that they are bad omen, that you shouldn't even try at all. Just study your environment very well. Then another thing that normally kills business is not knowing a particular business. You don't know much about a business, and just because Lagbaja is doing it and is making it, me too, I can do it. It's not done. I remember when, you know, I started with Undies. After that, I started selling wares. So a friend of mine, she was a banker. So she wanted to start a business, and she came to me, and I told her that she wants to go and start from abroad. And I told her that, you met me in this business. First of all, study your environment. Try, go to maybe once or twice, go to a Koidumota, go and buy those things and know the price, how much they are selling those things. But she said no, that she wants to go. And she went. And at the end of the day, she now came back to me that, and I said it too. You know, do you believe that she got there and she even buy more expensive than what they are selling here? So you have to study your environment. You have to know the worth of your community, their needs, and how much they sell those things, so that you enjoy yourself. So please, at any point in time, whenever you are thinking of expansion, always study where you want to, you know, be established. And then there's something I will always tell people in business. Don't see people as your competitors. Don't see them as your competitors. See them as your collaborator. And by doing that, you will go far. Thank you.